get it, so I'm going to check if there was really a credit that was issued in your account.
Okay, I've been trying to
And
call Amazon and get refunds and different things, and they didn't. Or and then I had one order returned, one order delivered, and it was missing one of the items, and I've been trying to call about that. Uh, I called. I did the text where the Amazon, um, you know, where they came on by text, and they said they were supposed to call me back and check on that item as well.
and
So I don't know. I don't know what's
to the
going on here, but I
item,
called
may I
on
know when was
Sunday,
the
and they didn't process what they said they were going to process. Okay, go ahead.
on Saturday? May I know the time that you contact us about the item? Is
That
it
was
through
on
chat or
Sunday.
through phone call?
Yeah, it was on Sunday. I have the exact time. It was at 10:43 p.m. October 26th. Yeah, I called Amazon and she said she processed a refund for an item, and I was supposed to get a credit, and then there was two refunds because the one card gift card didn't I didn't that one didn't I ended up refunding that one or requesting a refund on that gift card and this Dr. Christopher's because I just didn't need that one anymore. And that was the return window was October 26th. So I made sure and called that day. So I just had purchased a small, like, salve item. Yeah, I called on Sunday.
Actually, the previous agent only processed a refund for the Amazon gift card. While for this ointment, since the item is from a third-party seller and the item is not returnable, we cannot return the item. But I can request or I can contact the seller to process a refund. But they are the one who will process the refund, not Amazon.
Okay, well, that's not what she said. She said she was going to process a credit. So, but so she did process the refund for the gift card.
Gift card, yes, she did.
Okay, okay, and then the other item I'm calling about is that the one order of the ERP pumps that I ordered on October 23rd. I ordered two of those, but I only received one. It was one small little box. Small little box. There was not two in there. It was one small little box with one pump in them. So I'm missing the other
May I
pump.
have the last four of the order number?
Yeah. Um, 3857. So I paid 132. These are expensive pumps. They're $59 each, and I only received one of them instead of two. It was one small box. You can clearly, yeah, you can clearly see. Normally they take a picture of what they drop off, and I was trying to look at the picture because it was a one small box.
Yeah, no worries. Since this item is also from a third-party seller, let me check if what options we have here in my end. So will that be fine if I place you on hold for 2 minutes?
Well, I mean, I didn't receive the full order that I purchased. I received just one, so you owe me one more. So, I'm just wondering why only one was dropped off instead of the two that I ordered. So I paid for two, and I only got one. So I just want to know why I didn't receive both, and when I'm going to receive the other one that I ordered and paid for. Is there any kind of misunderstanding there?
Taken the shipped wrong quantity of the item. Let me contact them that you only received one.
Yes, and I've already tried to contact the virtual support about this when the very first day that it arrived.
Virtual support. You have to contact them directly through email. But let me contact first them, and once they respond, you can contact them in your end also.
Okay, well, I mean, it was sent by you, and so you're the one who only sent me one instead of two. So I don't think there's any issue with the third party supplier. You have the product in your warehouse. So whoever took it out of the warehouse at Amazon only sent me one. So it has nothing to do with the third party. It has to do with you. I'm talking to you. You didn't send two. You sent one. It has nothing to do with a third party seller. It comes from the Amazon warehouse. So somebody in the Amazon warehouse only sent me one instead of two. So you have the product there in your warehouse, and somebody only sent me one instead of two. So the issue is on your end, and it has nothing to do with a third party, because all the third party does is drop off their products to you, and you have a warehouse where you store them, and so the issue is on you. So I want to know when I'm going to receive my other part of my order that I paid for. Okay, I paid $132. And I received one part of it, one pump that was $59, not two. Are you still there?
Once again, yes, I am. Once again, the item is from a third-party seller. It is not shipped from Amazon or sold from Amazon. So, the seller...
Well, I ordered it on Amazon. I ordered it on Amazon, didn't I?
The seller, okay?
Did I not order it on Amazon, or is this not Amazon? I ordered it on Amazon.
You ordered the item in the website, but mind you, the item is from a third-party seller. There's a few items...
Yeah, I know. I know practically all of the items
a few
that...
items that's sold by a third-party seller.
Yeah,
There's
but
also a few
I...
items that's sold by Amazon and fulfilled by Amazon.
But I ordered them from Amazon. I ordered them from Amazon.
This item is directly from a third-party seller, so they are not...
No, I ordered it from you, Amazon.
Let me contact them that there's a missing item.
Yes, there's a missing item, and it shouldn't be this hard because I received one, not two. It's you can do math,
Yeah,
right? You know math, right? One, not two. Get it? Okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my new tracking number for my the rest of my order. Are we clear?
One moment, let me contact the seller first.
I don't play any games. I'm ordering supplies for things that I have to ship out to customers, and if I can't get the supplies, I can't ship out what I need to ship out for my company. So I'm having issues with my suppliers and with Amazon right now, where I'm not getting my supplies. So I feel like...
Yeah, I get it, Debbie, but...
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Contact the seller.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to a YouTube video, and this is all being recorded. So we're all just waiting for you to figure out where my other part of my order is and to give me a new tracking number. Okay, instead you're just playing this game. I'm waiting for a new tracking number. When am I going to get the second part of my order that I ordered and paid for? Is that too hard of a question to answer, or are you not customer service? Am I talking to customer service?
Let me talk
Amazon
first.
customer service, or am I talking to a fusion center? That Bureau of Criminal Investigation Center that's actually a call center in St. Paul. Is that who I'm talking to? She goes silent. Oh, did I catch you? Did I catch you off guard there? Are you there? She went silent when I mentioned the Bureau of Criminal Investigation office in St. Paul, because my calls are being there's the police have that one device where they can make my calls go to this fusion center in St. Paul instead of to the place that I'm actually calling. So that's why I keep asking her if she's the real customer service. So this is why I'm doing these calls, so everybody can see what's going on here. Are you there? Are you there? She went silent. This is a fusion center. I'm calling Amazon, and I'm getting a fusion center person. It's it's called the Bureau of Criminal Investigations. And what's happening is my phone calls, I'm thinking I'm calling the real customer service, and what's happening is the police are using this device to bounce my calls over to the Fusion Center in St. Paul. And so I think I'm talking to a Fusion Center person instead of a real customer service person. And so now that's just more evidence against the Bureau of Criminal Investigation in St. Paul, who is committing fraud against the entire public here in Minnesota. Hello? Are you still there? So is she talking to a third party, or is she just blowing me off? I don't know. Hello, are you still there? Yeah, I mean, she's, I have to record like everything that I do. This is how targeted I am. I have to record every phone call because they have this, the police have this stingray device, and they are bouncing my calls over to this fusion center. And so I can't make phone calls to the real customer service people. Instead it goes to this, they're known as fusion centers, but when you go over there, the building actually says Bureau of Criminal Investigations. There's a call center in there, and they're committing fraud. And this is who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to real customer service of Amazon, I don't believe. And this has happened more than one time. This is in that one phone call that I received, where they were trying to take my money for the booth for the Conscious Life Expo. That was a fake phone call trying to commit fraud against me. And I believe this is what's happening again here. Are you still there? Are you still there? Yeah, as soon as I mentioned Bureau of Criminal Investigation, she went silent. Okay, so this is who I'm talking to. So the police still have a stingray bouncing my calls over to this fusion center, wherever they are. I already exposed these people. That's why I exposed them. That's why I went over to St. Paul, and I said, everybody go over there and take pictures of these people's license plates, because they're working for the CIA. Okay, these are that business over there these are CIA people that are committing fraud against the whole state of Minnesota. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? That's who I'm talking to, right? She won't answer. She just completely went silent on me. She knows she's caught. Okay, so I just wanted to do this video so you can see for yourself what's going on here. I have to record every single phone call now. I have to, they're messing with my supply chain or supply chain. I can't get parts right now. So with 4 orders that I'm trying to send out, I had, some parts in stock, but not everything I can get locally. So I have to order online, and then, one will come and the second one won't. And then I'm trying to get a hold of them, and Amazon's not picking up their phone. I tried calling getting a hold of the virtual assistant, and saying I only received 1 of the pumps. I ordered 2. Okay, now she hangs up on me completely. Yeah, that just completely exposes that fusion center. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I'm gonna upload this video now, so you can see that what's going on here for yourself. So the police have a stingray device, the sheriff's office in particular, and then since I'm on this call, and we'll talk about the sheriff's office again. And so the other thing I found out about what happened, more things that I found out about this particular situation with that Ryan Londgren. There was, because this happened to me as well in Texas, where I was illegally, they shot out my tire. Anyway, I'll talk about that more about that. But so Ryan Londgren had pulled over this Ricky Cobb. I think it was last year. I don't know how long ago it was, but like 4 months ago was the trial, and he got completely dropped. All the charges got dropped for murder. Okay, so I pulled up the law and about this type of thing, because the same thing happened to me in Texas. Thank God I was not murdered by them, but they shot at me when I just there was no warrant against me. He simply was trying to talk to me, saying, were you back on that property? And I said, no, I was checking my mail. And I said, I was never told that I couldn't come back to the property though. And so I thought we were done with the conversation, and I said, I really don't have to talk to you anymore. It's my Fifth Amendment right. I don't have to speak to you, because he was just like wanting to harass me. This was in Texas after I had moved out of that trailer park. And so I thought he was just trying to arrest me for trespassing or something, and I wasn't even, I was never told that I wasn't, I was never given any kind of notice that I couldn't go back to the property. I had a gun put in my face, a loaded gun put in my face, just for going up to the management and asking what happened with all my stuff as I was moving out. It was stolen. Okay, so the guy was the maintenance guy, was completely in cahoots with the sheriff's office there, and and he made up another charge when I was out there just checking my mail, and he said, she's on our property again. And like his high ass, you see his high ass in the video, like this. I mean, just he was high as a kite, and he would walk around the grounds with a gun. And these were part of these gangs that started moving in there in Texas. Okay, it would become extremely dangerous. That's why I moved out. So he was completely in cahoots with the sheriff's office, and he made up something again, saying I was on the property. I wasn't on the property. And first of all, I wasn't on the property. Second of all, I was never told that I couldn't be. I never got any notice saying I couldn't be. So anyway, but he had the sheriff come over and talk to me, sheriff's office go over and talk to me when I was across the street at the dollar store in Cotulla. This was before I got out of Texas. And they said, or were you on the property there? And I said, no, I was checking my mail. And I said, and I thought he was going to try to make up something, some trespassing crap about me. And I said, I really don't have to speak to you anymore. Like, I don't have to say anything to you. You have no evidence of anything. I didn't do anything, so I don't have to speak to you anymore. And I just took off, and he shot out my tire. So, it was a typical. It was a situation similar to what happened to Ricky Cobb. Ricky Cobb was just trying to say to the police here that it's his Fifth Amendment right to not speak to you, and then apparently he just took off, and he said, I have a right to speak to a lawyer, and I don't have to speak to you, and he didn't. Okay, so it is, so what they did here to him is a Fourth Amendment violation of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court rule said, under the Fourth Amendment of the Supreme Court, it is a violation to kill a fleeing suspect just for fleeing. They can only use deadly force if the suspect is reasonably believed to be a significant threat to the life or injury of the officers. Okay, so you can look at this law. It's a Fourth Amendment violation. That's what happened. And so definitely the charges should not have been dropped ever. So the sheriffs here believe that they are above the Supreme Court now. So this is why, this is a very serious situation here in this area. The sheriffs now believe that they are above the laws of the land. They believe they're above the Supreme Court, and they believe they can kill somebody as they're fleeing, even though the Supreme Court says you can't. Okay, so It's more evidence that, and then they have this, they still have this stingray somehow attached. I think it's the guy right upstairs, Alan Capel. I think he's got a stingray that's bouncing my phone. He's fully involved, this guy upstairs, with the police. He's a Mason, and he's probably part of it, but clearly from the call that I just had with Amazon, I wasn't dealing with Amazon. Clearly, so there was something goofy going on there, for sure. So I believe that this was the stingray can act like a cell phone tower, and then what they're doing is they're redirecting my calls to this Bureau of Criminal Investigations in St. Paul that is actually something called a fusion center that's working with the CIA and the FBI. Okay, and so you think that you're actually dealing with a customer service, real customer service, or like I've had trouble getting a hold of just friends and them getting a hold of me because they will do this to our phone calls. So this is more evidence against the police, again, are illegally using a stingray to forward my calls. Okay, so how am I supposed to get a hold of people? How am I supposed to look for work? How am I supposed to call my customers? How am I supposed to call my parents? Anything. You are completely violating my rights, my civil rights, and my constitutional rights, Fourth Amendment. Okay, so I've had enough of this, and I think we all have. I think there just needs to be a complete overhaul of our government and our police systems, just really the whole system. It's like the whole system is such a mess. It's the courts, the judges, everything. I mean, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I mean, it just doesn't. It's the bottom line.